We're over halfway through this season of the Traitors, so let's walk through my tier list outlining every remaining contestant's chances of winning. In my bottom tier 0 chance, these are the players that are either invisible in the edit or just clueless strategically. There's points every week where I forget that Sam is even in the castle. I know this past episode was edited as Tom's redemption as he gets credit for the Rob elimination, but I don't see it that way. I give much more credit to Derek for that move as he was the one leading the charge against Rob in the previous week. 3 names of my unlikely victories. Chriselle is only presented as a side character in other player stories. She was the least visible member of the Bambi Alliance. She's shown advancing Rob's game, and she has that rivalry with Tom, but we get much more of Tom's perspective. This was a solid week for Danielle to the point where I considered moving her up a tier. She locked down a number 1 ally in Brittany, and she finally achieved her goal of voting out Boston Rob. My issue with Danielle is her rivalry with Carolyn. I think Carolyn has a wider range of connections in the castle. It's only a matter of time until we get the battle between Carolyn and Danielle, and I think that Carolyn wins it. Meanwhile, Dolores has solidified her reputation as a faithful, as many of the other housewives were taken out earlier in the game. While Dolores is safe from banishments, I bet the Traitors look to take her out at some point in the near future. Just one player in high upside, and that's Brittany. This was a great episode for her. She successfully defends herself against Boston Rob at the round table, and she has an ally in Danielle that will campaign for her safety in the turret. And for the first time all season, I have 3 contenders. Carolyn and Dylan have sat in this tier from episode 1, but a new addition is Gabby. I feel that Gabby is one of the best connected players on the cast. She's closely aligned with the traitor in Carolyn, as well as the faithful in Chriselle. On top of that, the edit is very pro Gabby. We get multiple confessionals hearing her perspective. I still look at Dylan as the most likely faithful to win the season. Yes, he just lost his number 1 ally in Boston Rob, but he's still well connected in the castle, and he has that move on his resume of taking out Bob the Drag Queen. Carolyn has been the top contender for me since episode 1. Last week, Carolyn made a questionable decision of voting against Danielle at the round table, but as far as the edit is concerned, there was no real social blowback for that move. Obviously, there's still tension between Carolyn and Danielle, but the rest of the cast seems pretty pro Carolyn. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on these tiers.